Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to remote learning. I hope you all are fine. Students, this is fifth week and we are going to start with the second lesson of grade 5 social studies. We have started our chapter from history section. The name of chapter is Our Past. We have discussed some important points in our first lesson. We talked about the civilizations and cities which were present in past. They are called as ancient civilizations. They were present in past, but they are ended now. There could be many reasons for their ending. Archaeologists are the people who try to study the history and the old civilizations. They try to find out the consequences which could be the reason for the end of the ancient civilizations. Archaeologists usually work in those cities which have been ended. They are in the form of ruins now. In our first lesson, we talked about some cities in Pakistan which were present in past and now they are called as the ancient civilization because they are no more civilized now. There could be many reasons for the end of these civilizations. There might be diseases, natural disasters, or some war conditions. We discussed some important cities which are in Pakistan. They are Harappa, Mohenjo-daro, Texla, Mehergarh, and some other. We studied that some artifacts are collected with the passage of time, like coins, like seals, cloths, ornaments, and some other things, which tell us that the people were developed even during that time. They used coin for trading. The seals which were discovered from these cities, especially from the Indus Valley civilization, like Mohenjo-daro, they are having some writing on them, which was carved on them. It was very difficult to carve on tiles or stones, but they did it, and the writing was very difficult to understand as no one up till now is able to read what is written on these seals and stones. So with the passage of time, more and more work is going on to discover more feature about the all ancient civilizations. Today I am going to start with page number 59 of your reading books. Open your books and open page number 59. Before I start today's discussion, don't forget to keep your copies, books and stationery items with you along with the skill book so that we can do some written work once the lesson is done. So let's start with the reading. The Aryans, they were also the people who were present in past. Look at this picture. This picture is showing you an Aryan chariot, mean the carriage which is carried by the horses and used by the Aryans. The next picture is showing you another picture of old civilization, from old civilization, that is Gandhara sculptures. You can see different sculptures which were made by the people who were living in Gandhara. Look at this picture. This is the edict or pillar of Ashoka. We will study about this. So let's start first of all with Aryans. As the year passed, the other people came to this area. I am talking about the subcontinent. The first were Aryans, a large tribe from Central Asia, who came into the subcontinent from the northwest around 1500 BCE. They used horses and chariots to travel fast. Look at this picture. That is telling you the same thing. They brought a new language, Sanskrit, a few new culture with them. The Aryans settled in the Indus Valley and spread out to the other part of subcontinent, further east and south. They bring their religion, Hinduism, which developed further into over the centuries. Aryans were strong, active, and lively race. So, Aryans were the people in past who were by religion they were Hindus, and they used the language which was Sanskrit. Over the next few centuries, many kingdoms were formed, great battles were fought, cities were built, destroyed, and invaded, and then rebuilt. Like Mohenjo-daro and Harappa were forgotten. So, what could be the reason for the decline of or fading away of these Indus Valley civilization? I have told you earlier there could be many reasons. For example, any natural disaster, any disease, pandemic especially, or some kind of the other condition like weather, war, or the drought conditions. So let's start with the great empire, which was again in past, no more now. In the 5th century BCE came the Persians who created a huge empire including the land which is now in Pakistan. So some part of Pakistan was also the part of Persian civilization. Their capital in this region was Taxila. They introduced many new ideas and learned new ways from the Aryans. They were eager to learn, so they learned new ways from Aryans even. The Persians were followed by the Greeks under the Alexander, who defeated the Persians and crossed the subcontinent through the Khyber Pass. The Greeks influenced the art and sculpture in the Gandhara and Texla. Their region was mainly Buddhist. So look at this picture. It is showing you the Gandhara and the sculptures which were made during that time. By religion, these peoples were Buddhist. Now we will talk about the Mayurians who came from the eastern side of subcontinent, and the Kushan they came from northern side. The most famous Mayurian ruler was Ashoka, who extended the Mayurian empire through the wars and conquests. So they were fond of wars. They usually go for wars and then they conquer and extend their empire after conquering the areas. But after the Battle of Kalinga, in which more than 150,000 people were killed, Ashoka was shocked by the destruction. He became Buddhist and gave up violence. He introduced their many reforms to the people and gave them a secure and comfortable life. So this was the change which took place with the passage of time among the people who were Mayurians, and they actually converted into the new religion which was Buddhism. So they left the killing and violent actions. He had his rule inscribed on pillar or rock face throughout the vast kingdom. Look at this pillar. Ashoka used to inform the public by his rules through these long pillars. All the rules were written over the pillar, and these pillars were made at different places of the kingdom. People can read whatever is written for their obeying of laws. Now turn the page. We are going to start with the page number 60. We will read a part of it. The Kushan came from the Central Asia. The most famous ruler was Kanishka. Then another dynasty came up with Guptas. They had the large empire of strong rulers like Chandragupta. The Parthians and Huns came into the subcontinent from the northwest. The Huns were the severed Central Asian tribe who caused lots of destruction whenever they went. So the rulers were fond of fighting, and they did it, and the result was the destruction. So students, we will start our homework for today. That is very easy. We have done only few things today, and our homework is just related to them. Our last word was left for the meaning, that was inscribed, to write or carve on the hard surface. So let's start with the fill in the blanks. The dash and dash came into the subcontinent from the northwest. We talked about it, the Parthians and Huns. There are many ancient sites all over the Pakistan, the most famous being Mohenjo-daro, Harappa and Taxila. In the Battle of Kalinga, 150,000 people were killed. In the 8th CE century, Muhammad bin Qasim spread the Islam. We have gone through this. Harappa in the Punjab is in the Punjab and Mohenjo-daro is in Sindh. Now about true and false. The Indus Valley civilization flourished about 2600 BCE. This is true. The people of Mohenjo-daro traded goods with England. False. The culture of Gandhara, Taxila was influenced by Greeks. This is false. Ashoka became Buddhist after the Battle of Kalinga. This is true. Nalanda University was set up by Kushans. This is false. So boys and girls, we will go for further reading inshallah. During our next week, we will continue this chapter. That is all for today. Do your work and submit it timely in the Google Classroom. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.